are rolling. Good morning. Good morning. All right, we've got Robin and Tom Moore, and
Gary Valentine.
And Bruce Farrell.
Ringing. Cool. Do you guys just go by the Robin and Tom Moore band? No? No. You got to be on mic if you're going to talk.
I'm not pretty enough to be. No, it's Robin Moore band.
Robin Moore band. That's what we're going by. It's a little easier. Rolls off the tongue easier too. So.
There we go. So I can see Robin.
Okay.
He wanted to go forward. I said, no, I can't see you then. Got to see Robin. All right. So again, you go by
Robin Moore band.
Robin Moore band.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tom.
It's okay.
You guys are married. How long have you been married now?
Wow.
24 years
Yes.
nearly.
Okay. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Have you been doing this together most of those years, or?
Probably a good chunk of it, yeah. But performing out, that's been the recent 15 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
But with this lineup here, it's been the last few years. We had Gary with the hat on back here come on board in 2007, and things just started taking off from there.
That's kind of typical with bands, especially someone who's not a national band yet.
Right.
Yet.
Yes. Oh, I like that.
That you kind of rearrange sometimes. People move
Yes.
on or do other things. Yeah. So not unusual. So, but Gary's been with you a while. And then back there we got
Bruce Farrell.
Bruce.
Yes, Farrell, yes.
All right. How long?
He's our
Floyd.
most recent addition. He's been with us for, what, ideally a year now?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost a year.
Cool. All right.
We say he's the only grown-up in the band because he's so organized and we're all such airheads.
Well, yeah, you always have to have at least one of those that can
right.
keep you on the straight path. But usually, and I'm assuming this. Usually, those are the people that don't do all the writing and the creative end of it as well. No, or yes?
Yeah, Tom and I are pretty much the songwriters in the band, but when it comes to
The arrangements.
is very much a cooperative effort.
Gary especially has added
Get on the-
Gary has added an awful lot to our sound. I mean, he's really he's like our big brother, which I say because he hits me and yells at me a lot.
I'm the mean guy.
He is a mean guy.
I'm the mean guy.
But he is, and he helps us with the discipline of the music.
Tell
and
it
stuff,
like
too.
it is.
Yeah.
So you two been performing together. You said about 15 years as this group, the 15 years.
Actually, that goes back to we had we played in some contemporary Christian bands back in the early 90s.
Okay.
And, people move on in different seasons of their lives. And what got us started on wanting to write a little bit was the fact that I consider myself a short story writer.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up in a family of singers that loved singing in the church and things like that, which is pretty typical story, I think, of a lot of people that grew up singing in the church. I figured it was melding the best of both worlds, because really, when you think about it, a lot of songs are short stories condensed to 3 to 5 to 7 minutes, whatever. And so that's how we got into it together.
Yeah, we thought we had a story to tell. We've been through the ringer, something more than other couples have. We've had losses and we've had pains, and that's where you produce a pearl. Typically, is under the pain and the pressure.
Yeah, the emotions are really thick and heavy, and you can really, if you can put that down on paper, it's usually a damn good song.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can produce something that's a little more light and fluffy because you have to have that to balance.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have the fun too.
You don't want someone to be totally depressed listening to
Right.
the whole CD.
We don't want them running out in tears from our gigs, for sure.
It was such a good album.
I couldn't listen to it again.
Yeah, it definitely needs the lighter side on this.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's all part of life.
Did the music bring you two together?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was part of the healing process, I think, in the long run. We lost a child way back when, and it either pushes you together or drives you apart. And we just decided we're going to push through this, and the music was always there. And there came a point to where we said, we're gonna start writing this stuff. I got serious about teaching myself music. You know, I was a bass player. You know, you can only do so much on bass.
Right.
So, and Robin just had sheets of lyrics that just screamed to be interpreted, and that's kind of what we've done.
Very cool. Very good. Did you talk about being the story writer? Did you ever publish any of your stories or anything? Or
Well,
just-
it's interesting because back a few years ago, I had a short story that was to be featured in a local writer's publication, but they folded.
Oh, no.
So it's just that close.
Paper, it's supposed to fold.
Yeah.
It was Roxanne's Decision, wasn't it, the name of that?
I
No.
don't remember
Yeah.
which one it was.
There's
but
another song in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So, but
well,
you know, life happens.
Well, there's you can always go to another one, I would assume, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It just wasn't right for that story to be out yet. See.
No, and you know, I think you know, Providence has its place, and you know, God had a different plan, and so you know, when the place folded, you know, maybe it was meant to be interpreted as a song. So
You never know.
Just got to
You never
remain
know.
open to it all, right?
Yeah. You brought up the fact that you grew up with the music and everything. You're from down south, right?
Actually, my parents are. They lived here for over 30 years, but they were originally from Alabama.
Alabama. Okay.
But it don't take long to get that accent going. Trust me on that.
We actually were both born in Pontiac, and
okay.
delivered by the same doctor, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah, but I was good friends with her sister, and she introduced us down the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone there that hooked you up there.
Yeah.
She did the hookup.
But the background with both of you, you said your parents, you know,
Yes.
had the church thing and, you know,
Oh,
the music,
yeah.
and they played the instruments as well, and, or no?
No, but I have a cousin, a distant cousin, who was a well-known fiddle player. He played with Johnny Cash and various other bluegrass players. His name is Gordon Terry. So there's a long line of, you know, musical ability, but in my own home, in the Anderson home, it was mostly singing. You know, and then when we go down south, my mom is the first one to say, "It's time to get the hymnal out and let's sing," you know.
We'll rock the hymns. Yeah, we have a
Yeah.
good time with that.
It's a lot of fun, so yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's take a break here and hear a song. So
Okay.
what do you have for us? What do you start off with?
We're gonna start off with a song called Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Geronimo is like when you jump out of a plane, skydiving, you scream Geronimo. It's the same when you fall in love. It's like jumping out of the plane and you're screaming Geronimo. You just jump off into it.
Okay.
Geronimo, I fell for you. Blind leap of faith, I fell on through. Geronimo, no safety net could break my fall or save my neck from you. Geronimo, when we met, I had my reservations. Difference between you and I's like two separate nations. Spoke to me with your eyes, led me by your hand. Roamed through open fields, found our promised land. Oh, Geronimo, I fell for you. Blind leap of faith, I fell on through. Renegade lover, there'll never be another who can warm my heart like you. Geronimo, so many years have come between us. We wiped each other's tears and prayed for God to save us. Now when I look at you, I see my baby's eyes, and I know that I'd fall for you again. Geronimo, I fell for you. Rode the wind on down to you. Hold on with all my might. let you go. Closed my eyes and said, Geronimo. Geronimo, I fell for you. Blind leap of faith, I fell through. Geronimo, no safety net could break my fall, or warm my heart, or fill my soul, or make me whole like you. Oh, like you. Or make me whole like